Hello, my name is Jamie Lee Hamann, and today I'm going to read some poems from a book that I just recently published called 6 Years of Service. If you like these poems, the book is currently for sale in paperback on Amazon.com. Starting to run. I opened my locker, pulled my running clothes, and sat down on a bench to change. As I laced my shoes, I recalled my last run, about 3 miles, with my high school ski team. These runs always seemed to go by fast. I always felt exhilarated afterwards. After tying up a double knot, I joined my team and headed out onto our parking lot to stretch. It was a hot one today. I looked up at sky to look for any cloud covering. Not a cloud in sight as we left the high school parking lot and headed into the neighborhood next door at a nice, even pace. I ran alone down a suburban block as I looked at newer homes and realized that I did not have a thought in my mind. Not one. I didn't think about girls or homework or college. I just ran. As always, I ended up back in our parking lot, bent over to catch my breath, and watched my sweat bead and fall to the ground. I was only 16 and loved to get out and run to work, out problems of my high school world. I did not know that once I graduated and made a few bad choices, that I would lose a grip on running. Somewhere after high school, I lost my mind and started another race, a race towards oblivion, and I was in first place. Start at Oakland MEPS. Large group, discouraged, newly processed, soldiers. Filed through front door of MEPS, station onto a bus. Stared out window of bus onto water underneath Oakland Bridge. Could hardly bring ourselves to contemplate. All seemed to echo in our minds. A strong desire to see a world outside comfort, outside West Coast. Once arrived, a single file line to terminal, we boarded onto a passenger jet, flew away over Sierra Mountains called home, into a territory that left mystery hanging upon our brow like horseshoes. There is no gold at Fort Knox. Could feel jolt created from wheels, fell from below to Kentucky ground. Filed out of plane single file, lined up at airport terminal, stood quietly to await our future. 2 uniformed sergeants took our paperwork, stomped 1 foot in front of other onto an old brown bus that waited like a saint outside airport. Evening air carried a moist, cold breeze that blew onto face from open bus window, stared out over wooded countryside located outside of Louisville, felt peace with breeze that second before touched branches of a few hundred conifers. No one spoke as we filed out of a bus at Fort Knox into large wooden billets hidden within trees. I didn't mind the stand in a line outside for linens, my evening meal. The woods calmed ache of unknown. Excuse me. Differences in pine. Quote, pines, pines, dark pines, like sentries of the mountain, swaying over the rocky woods in heavy, exhausted whispers. End quote. From Pines by Sveko Kosovo. Each word is fresh spittle from my old mouth, a stark explosion of each timely tree, like Shreko, one, could deeply affect me, this regional Northwest, not the deep South. Around world, 115 species, the deep porous soil grows western white pine, the nectared mure loved from the sugar pine, lodgepole, ponderosa, have their forces. When I stand in them, I lack of fear. These tall, ancient moms seem safe from their death, their babies swaddled in their coned suits. I felt the years of your peace were so near. My pine is different than your structured breath. No blood had fallen on their peaceful roots. Thank you for listening. If you're interested in reading more of this poems, the book is on sale at Amazon as a paperback. Have a great day.